fisheries biology major.
Hi, my name is Philip Hess. I'm an environmental science major.
Hi, my name is Christian Wurzburger and I am an environmental science major.
We originally were going to work in depth performing a level 2 energy audit on the forestry science lab. Because of complications in the project, we were instead looking at energy use efficiency for the 5 Rubenstein buildings. Fortunately, we were able to observe part of the energy audit so we could better understand energy efficiency. First, we need to know what an energy audit is.
It is how energy is used in a building, and I guess perhaps the most important part of it is not only how the energy is used, but how can we add new technology or better manage the equipment to reduce the energy use.
Why is it important we look at past data?
Yeah, I think it's important to identify energy issues, maybe make some changes, but most importantly to look, did it make a difference? Because if it isn't making any difference, then there's no point in doing it.
Okay, Gary, now let's look at the data for the 5 Rubenstein buildings.
Aiken underwent construction in 2011 and wasn't used at all for that year. The building got an eco machine and was retrofitted with numerous efficiency upgrades. Most rooms have occupancy sensors to know when the building is being used and to slow down the air exchange rate when it is not. They also have lights on automatic sensors that can detect and adjust for both daylight and building occupancy. Since these upgrades, the building has been using roughly 30% less electricity.
The graphs show the decrease in water and sewer usage since 2007 for the Aiken Center. Aiken initially housed labs, which began to move out of the building by the end of 2008, contributing to the drop in water and sewer usage. Aiken underwent renovations from mid-2010 until the end of 2011, as shown by the gap in the data. There is still room for improvement, with additional low-flow fixtures that could be added. There are plans to use the eco machine more in the upcoming years, hopefully decreasing the usage by another 50%.
These colored bars represent the electricity used each year during the given month. After various lighting improvements and an energy audit, the Johnson House has seen a considerable drop in electricity usage for recent years.
The Johnson House spike of 2012 for water and sewer usage could potentially have been caused by some type of leak. In 2015, the spike may have been due to irrigation usage. Adding low-flow fixtures for sinks could benefit Johnson House.
Natural gas usage for the Johnson House has remained quite consistent from year to year, except for early spring and into early summer. No major upgrades to the gas usage have been done to the Johnson House. Future upgrades such as a new furnace and better insulation could be implemented in the future to further increase energy efficiency.
This graph of Bittersweet's electricity usage is varied until the last couple of years when it starts to consistently go down. That was probably because of some lighting and insulation improvements that were made in 2014.
In the Bittersweet building, the 2015 spike in water and sewer usage is unexplained. Further inexpensive low-flow fixture upgrades would be beneficial.
Improvements to the heating and cooling systems in the Bittersweet building have had an effect on the natural gas usage in the building, and is reflected with a decrease in the building's usage in the past years.
The Rubenstein lab has seen huge efficiency improvements, including upgrades to the HVAC system, enhanced lighting sensors, and more efficient water pumps, all of which help explain the huge drop in electricity usage.
The Rubenstein labs were used for research up until 2011. In 2015, a series of high-efficiency upgrades were made, contributing to a decrease in water consumption.
In the spring of 2015, there was a Level 2 energy audit performed on the Rubenstein laboratory. In the audit, multiple inefficiencies were addressed, including renovating the HVAC system and installing a new furnace.
An energy audit is currently being performed on the U.S. Forestry Services building. Some lighting and pump improvements have been implemented in the last couple of years, but hopefully a big drop in usage will come after this audit. While performing the audit, we found the heater in the penthouse control room that was set to 75 degrees. That is completely unnecessary and wasted a lot of electricity during the winter.
For the Forestry Science building, the graph is slightly different. Instead of months, the water usage was measured in quarters. Those quarters are grouped together by year. The Forestry Science building had an underground leak in 2012 for quarter 2 that no one knew about. That is the cause of the data spike.
The increase in gas usage in the Forestry Service building over the past few years can be attributed to the increase in the number of offices and experiments housed there. Currently, an energy audit is being performed on the building where many inefficiencies in regards to the gas usage have been found. Upgrades to the furnace and to the cooling system, as well as the HVAC system, could be implemented to decrease gas usage.
What is one of the most important improvements that has occurred because of looking at past data?
But one point that did come to our attention because of the greening of Aiken class was the electrical use at the Rubenstein Ecosystem Lab down on the lakefront. And because the students found that that building was using more electricity than any other buildings, any of the other Rubenstein buildings and in other similar lab buildings, we were able to get the university to look into it, and they finally determined that part of the electricity the university was paying for was actually being used to run the ECHO.